Your cat may look quiet, detached, even mysterious, but do not let that calm face fool you. Cats are observing far more than most people realize. Every day, without making a sound, your cat is studying your patterns, your moods, your energy, your habits, and the tiny signals you do not even know you are giving off. In fact, one of the biggest mistakes people make is assuming that because cats are subtle, they are not paying attention. The truth is the exact opposite. Cats are masters of silent observation. They do not need to announce what they know. They simply absorb it, store it, and respond to it in ways that seem strange until you understand what they have already figured out about you. And once you do, a lot of your cat's behavior starts making much more sense. Because your cat does not just know that you exist. Your cat knows who you are in ways that are deeper, quieter, and sometimes more unsettling than most owners ever imagine. Here are 6 things your cat knows about you without you realizing it. 1. Your cat knows exactly what kind of mood you are in. Most people think they hide their feelings well. You tell yourself that you are acting normal, that you are fine, that just because you did not say anything out loud, no one around you can tell that you are stressed, sad, irritated, or anxious. But your cat can. Not because your cat understands human problems the way another human would, but because your cat is constantly reading your body. They notice your posture, the speed of your footsteps, the way you open doors, the tension in your voice, the rhythm of your breathing, even the way you sit down when you are carrying stress. To you, these changes are tiny. To your cat, they are obvious. Cats are incredibly sensitive to shifts in physical energy. If you are upset, your movements usually become less fluid. If you are anxious, your breathing changes. If you are sad, your body often becomes heavier and quieter. And over time, your cat learns your baseline. They learn what your normal energy feels like. So when that energy changes, they notice immediately. This is why some cats suddenly become more affectionate when their person is going through a hard time. They sit closer. They follow more. They climb onto the chest. They stay in the same room. It is also why some cats become more watchful when you are restless or emotionally off. Your cat may not know why your day has gone badly, but they know something inside your world has shifted. And once your cat knows that, their behavior changes too. 2. Your cat knows your daily routine better than you do. Have you ever noticed that your cat seems to know when you are about to wake up before your alarm even goes off? Or that they appear in the kitchen just before feeding time, even when you have not made a sound? Or that they disappear minutes before the vacuum comes out, almost like they saw the future? That is not luck. That is pattern recognition. Cats are creatures of routine, but more importantly, they are experts at studying yours. Your cat learns your life through repetition. The sound of your blanket moving in the morning, the way your footsteps change when you are heading toward the kitchen, the exact point in the evening when you close your laptop and shift into your nighttime habits. The small pre-leaving rituals you do before stepping outside, picking up your keys, putting on shoes, reaching for a bag. To you, these actions are forgettable. To your cat, they are reliable signals. And once cats recognize a sequence, they start predicting what comes next. This is why your cat may suddenly show up at the door before you leave or run into the hallway before you even touch the treat cupboard. They are not guessing. They are reading a routine you perform every day without thinking. In some ways, your cat may know the shape of your life more clearly than you do because they are watching it from the outside with total focus. 3. Your cat knows when you are about to leave the house. This is one of the most fascinating things cats pick up on because many people assume their cat only reacts once they are already halfway out the door. But for a bonded cat, the signal comes much earlier. Your cat often knows you are about to leave before you even consciously feel like you are leaving. Why? Because departure is not one action. It is a chain of signals. The pace of your movement changes. Your attention shifts. Your clothing changes. You stop settling into the house and start organizing yourself toward an exit. Cats notice all of it. That is why some cats suddenly become more affectionate right before you go. Others hide. Some sit in your path. Some watch you intensely from across the room. Some walk you to the door. And some pretend not to care while very clearly caring. Each cat responds differently, but many of them know exactly what is coming. They have learned the emotional weight of departure. They know the difference between you walking from one room to another and you preparing to vanish for a few hours. This is also why cats can look almost annoyed when you are getting ready to leave. They are not being dramatic. They are responding to a change they have already predicted. In their mind, The house is about to feel different. One of the central moving parts of their world is about to disappear temporarily. And yes, your cat notices that far more than most people think. 4. Your cat knows who makes you feel safe and who does not. Here is something people rarely consider. Your cat is not only reading your emotions directly. Your cat is also reading how you react to other people. Think about that. When someone enters your home, your cat does not just evaluate the new person. Your cat also studies you, your body language, your voice, your level of relaxation, whether you greet the person warmly or stiffen slightly, whether your tone changes, whether your energy opens or closes. Because in the feline mind, your response is information. If you trust someone, your body usually softens around them. If you are uneasy, even subtly, your body carries tension. Your cat picks up on that emotional current. That is why some cats warm up immediately to certain guests and avoid others with eerie precision. It is not always because the cat is magically judging character. Often, the cat is reading the room through you. They are sensing whether the emotional environment around this person feels calm, safe, and familiar or slightly off. In homes with strong owner-cat bonds, this can become even more pronounced. Your cat may linger near people who bring out your relaxed side and disappear when someone shifts the atmosphere in a way that makes you less settled. So in a very real sense, your cat knows more than just your mood. They know what your mood does around certain people, and that tells them a lot about who belongs in your safe world and who does not fully fit. 5. Your cat knows when your body does not feel normal. This one can feel almost spooky, but many cat owners have seen it firsthand. A cat suddenly becomes unusually clingy when their person is sick, or sleeps beside them all day during a fever, or refuses to leave their side when they are exhausted, grieving, or physically run down. That happens because cats notice changes in the body far earlier than humans assume. They detect altered routines, of course, but they may also notice changes in scent, temperature, movement, and breathing. When you are ill, even mildly, you often move differently. Your body heat shifts, your voice changes, your scent can change, your schedule gets disrupted. You may lie down more. You may become quieter. Your cat notices all of it. This is why some cats start behaving differently long before their owners fully acknowledge they are getting sick. The cat is responding to a version of you that no longer feels physically normal. And because cats build such a strong map of your usual state, even a small deviation can stand out to them. In some cases, a cat may become extra affectionate because the change makes them more watchful. In other cases, a more sensitive cat may keep some distance because the difference unsettles them. Either way, the important part is this. Your cat knows when your body is not telling the usual story. They may not know the diagnosis. They do not need to. They know enough to realize that something about you is different. 6. Your cat knows when they matter to you and when they are being half seen. This may be the most emotional truth of all. Your cat knows the difference between being present in your life and being fully noticed by you. Cats are incredibly sensitive to the quality of attention. They know when you are petting them absent-mindedly while staring at your phone. They know when your voice is directed at them warmly and when it is automatic. They know when play is real and when it is rushed. They know when you make space for them and when you simply move around them. And while cats are independent, that does not mean they are emotionally blind. A bonded cat absolutely recognizes whether they are being deeply seen. This is why some cats light up when their person enters a room with full attention. Their body softens. Their tail changes. They approach differently. They have learned the difference between distracted coexistence and real connection. It is also why some cats keep asking for your attention in tiny ways. One paw on your arm, a stare, a meow, and then a glance back. Sitting on your laptop, walking between your feet. They are not always being needy. Sometimes they are checking whether the bond is active, whether you are truly with them in that moment. And when you are, your cat knows. More than that, they remember. Because cats build trust through repeated emotional experiences. They remember what it feels like to be fully received by someone. So yes, your cat knows when they matter to you, and they know when they are only getting the leftover version of your attention. And that is what makes living with a cat so incredible. They may not speak your language, but they are reading your life constantly, quietly, accurately, sometimes better than you read it yourself. They know your moods, your schedule, your departures, your physical changes, the emotional tone around other people, the quality of your attention. They do not know these things through logic or words. They know them through observation, scent, rhythm, memory, and instinct. That is how cats understand the world. Not in loud declarations, but in thousands of tiny signals collected over time. And if you think about it, that changes the way you should see your cat. Because your cat is not just a pet wandering through your home, reacting randomly from moment to moment. Your cat is building a private map of you every single day. A map made of footsteps, breath, voice, scent, ritual, and emotion. A map so detailed that they can often tell what kind of day you are having before you sit down. They can tell whether you are leaving before you reach the door. They can tell whether your body feels wrong before you say you are sick. They can tell whether you are truly present with them or only halfway there. That is not small. That is not simple. That is the behavior of an animal who is far more tuned into your existence than most people ever realize. So the next time your cat stares at you from across the room, shows up before your alarm, waits by the door as you grab your keys, or quietly appears beside you when you are not feeling like yourself, remember this. Your cat is not being random. Your cat is responding to information you did not even know you were giving off. They have been watching, learning, tracking, understanding you in silence. And maybe that is one of the most beautiful things about cats. They do not need words to know you. They know you through patterns, through presence, through the details you reveal when you are not trying to reveal anything at all. And once you realize how much your cat already knows about you, the relationship starts to feel deeper, stranger, and far more intimate than it did before. Because in your cat's quiet little world, you are not just the person in the house. You are a signal they have studied by heart.